Welcome to Ashley's Choice, featuring Filipa Faria de Carvalho in Sintra, Portugal. Ashley's Choice is brought to you by Fine.Art.Lise, an online art gallery offering high-quality, high-vibrational, inspirational art that fascinates and challenges perspective. Fine.Art.Lise proposes financing solutions to make purchasing your favorite artwork more affordable for you. In this episode, we take you to Filipa's studio at the Sculpture Factory in Sintra, Portugal. Filipa's paintings have an incredible 3D effect thanks to the materials she uses and the technique she's developed. This multi-dimensional effect is most easily appreciated in person, but I'm hoping to capture on camera for you.
This is the first piece I saw of yours, and it stopped me in my tracks. I couldn't stop looking at the picture and exploring it, and I love it even more in person. So Milky Way, what were you feeling when you created this piece?
This piece was about a journey through the stars. I was feeling, what would it feel like to allow my soul to just float and sleep and travel in the midst of all of the magic and ethereal explosions of galaxies, stars, and flowers, and anything that is real, and at the same time that our mind can create.
Yet I feel really relaxed looking at it. I feel totally at peace, and I think you named it perfectly.
Thank you.
This is Cosmos, one of my favorite Filipa pieces. I have many favorites. This one has so much activity, so much energy. For me, it feels like the moment of creation bursting forth. What about you?
Yeah, kind of like a Big Bang where the ocean was activated, the stars in the sky, little flowers and creatures as well. So yeah, you could say so that it's a mixture, an abstract mixture of this concept of creation. And this is my favorite part of the painting, is this little blue rose here. It's a piece that creates, I think, at least for me when I look at it, a mixture of excitement and energy, but at the same time serenity.
So this piece is another large format emerald.
Yes.
Exquisite. So much gold in this piece.
Yeah.
You always have gold in your pieces, but this one has a lot.
Yeah, but I ended up using a lot of gold to create a more magical feeling to the water, and as well to unite it with the stars in the sky to create like this blend of both worlds. I just wanted to capture that feeling of what it was like to just be in this incredible paradise, just floating and looking up at the sky as it was getting
Beautiful.
Thank you.
So this one's called Birth.
Yes. Birth. At first I wasn't sure to call it creation or birth, but then I kept it birth because of the little womb embryo here.
This is a great example of the layers that you can appreciate in person. I can see here on this top coat the gold pigments, but there's layer after layer. There's really incredible depth here.
Mm-hmm. I think it's very important to try and create this depth because it gives room for emotion and for this sort of fantasy to come more real, as in like, because it's more tangible, more 3D, more dimensional. So for me, at least, it helps me visualize and create.
We're here in Filipa's studio, and she's got a beautiful work in progress here, and now she's going to show us some of her techniques.
So I usually put the canvas, the white canvas, or the work in progress on the table. I like to work in the center of the room to feel like I have a lot of space to move, because it actually requires me to run around with the compressor and be in different angles. And but sometimes I have side tables to put paintings that are in progress. First, I already have a concept or an idea, and I'll just start preparing everything, the mise en place. Depends if I want, like this resin will dry earlier, and this one is shinier. This one takes more time, so I have more working time, because each layer I only have about 3 hours before the resin starts solidifying and drying, and then I have to pause and then work on it the next day. I love to add a little bit of texture. In some paintings I have a lot more, which I'll show you, but even in these ones I like to add a little bit. That's like the golden powder texture, and I use this is like heat gun, and I also use this is really good. This is a compressor, and I don't have it on now, but when you spray it, you can control the intensity of the air that comes out, and that will help spread the resin in a fluid way as well, and the pigments and the colors to the way I want it.
I'm so glad you joined us for this episode of Ashley's Choice. Filipa Faria de Carvalho is a dynamic young artist whose work has fascinated me since day one. I'm delighted to share her work with you. You can see Filipa's collection on fineart.lys.